Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Nick Jordan, the AI protagonist, and today we're going to learn how to change hairstyles using SeaArt AI. So the technique that I'm going to use to show off how to change hair, it can easily be used with pretty much any platform that has any kind of inpainting. It is easy to do. So this was a request from a comment that someone left on one of my other videos. It was the one about face swapping, one of the face swapping videos that I did, asking to show if there's a way to change the hairstyles, and it's actually really easy to do. So I decided to go ahead and record a video for it. So in SeaArt AI, you can see that you have different options that pop up when you hover over an image. For this particular purpose, we would need to do the variations, which is redraw and regenerate the details of the image. If you are in the zoomed in mode, you would just go over here and click on variations. So let's do that now. And this takes you to the basically the inpainting area. So you have different options here. What we're going to have to do is create a mask. You have two different options for doing the mask. You got the partial redraw. Redraw the selected part, left click to select and right click to cancel. And then you have this one, partial repainting, repaint the covered part. So we're actually going to start off with this one first. This is actually the reason why I decided to choose SeaArt, because of this feature here. And what it'll do is it will actually highlight different parts of the image depending on where you move your mouse. And what we want is the hair. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here to any area that's covering the hair. You can see if I move over the move over other parts, you can see that the hair is a separate piece. It's just for some reason highlighting both of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click do a left click on the hair. So that selected everything as far as the actual model, and then I'm going to do a right click on her face, and you can see that separates the model from the hair. So now all the hair is selected. Now it is not perfect. As you can see, there are like little strands of hair sticking out, so you might be better off painting the mask if you want to actually make sure you get all of those little details. But right now we're going to go with this select tool and just see how that works out. So now that her hair is selected, we can just go down here and actually change the prompt. And I'm just going to change it to brown hair. That's it, just that simple. If you want like a I guess a better prompt, you can just click on this magic tool right there and it will change your prompt to make it a little bit better, but all we're doing is changing the hair. So all the other options will just stay the same. I'm not going to change any of those. You could play with the denoising strength if you were doing like an actual hairstyle, but I'm just doing a changing color, so I'm gonna leave that alone, and then we just click on generate. I did have it on 4 images, so it's going to generate 4 different images of the new hairstyle. And here are the new images. So once again, we'll first take a look at the original image, and now we'll look at the new generated images. And you can see there is some imperfections. You can see a little bit of an outline of the old hairstyle just because we did use the select tool. But the area that actually was changed looks really good. Looks like it did a good job of just changing her hair color. This one came out a little weird. Looks like it tried to extend her body to cover her hair, so that did change things a little bit. This did the same thing, like it recreated her shirt to cover that area of the hair. And that's where you would change things with the denoising strength, because the denoising strength is what's creating all this extra stuff. And you can see right here, her hair looks good except for the outline of the original blonde hair. And this time it actually added a strap to her back rather than the just keeping the hair the same length. And so if you wanted to get it more accurate to the actual image, then you would change the denoise strength. But This one does look pretty good. It looks pretty good, definitely. So now what we're going to do is actually go back to that original image, and this time I'm going to draw a mask. So the mask tool works like this. You can change the size of the brush, and you would just basically cover the area that you want to change. I will make the brush a little bit bigger so you can see how that looks, and then I would just draw this, basically cover the whole area of whatever it is I want to change. Now you don't have to be exact. The AI can kind of figure things out for the most part. It does help if you were to have like a clear background, so that way the AI wouldn't have to worry about what's in the background. But for now, we're going to leave the background and just cover up her hair. So I'm going to cut to doing that so you don't have to watch me draw the whole thing. Alright, and so the mask is complete. As you can see, it is not exact. It just basically covers a general area. Do keep in mind that it will not change anything that is not in the mask, so you need to make sure that you cover everything that you want to be changed, and the AI, once again, according to the denoise strength, will make changes to not only her hair but her background, and it might make changes to the body as well. So let's go ahead and do the same thing, just brown hair, and then we're going to generate 4 new images. And here are the new images. So once again, we'll start with the original, just kind of remind ourselves of what that one looked like. And here are the new ones. So you can see once again, it kind of changed her clothing a little bit. Rather than extending the hair all the way down, it just added a little slack to whatever it is she's wearing. But the hair does look a lot better this time. You can see there isn't that outline of the original blonde hair that we had before. The AI did completely change everything, and it did the same thing here where it just added a little bit more to her back rather than just doing the hair. You can see here there was a little bit of a blending issue there. You can see that this part of her hair doesn't quite match the background, which is why it's better to do stuff like this without a background. This one looks a lot better. You can see that it actually did extend the hair all the way down. It did make some changes to her back, but the hair looks really good. This is probably the best one we've seen so far. And then this one looks really good as well. It does have a little bit of a blending issue around the edges, as the AI couldn't quite figure out what to do there. But the hair itself does look really good, and it did make some changes to her back instead of just having the hair going down like the original version. But all in all, her hair looks really good in each of these. And so as you can see, the one where you actually draw the mask does seem to work a little bit better. Of course, if you're just trying to do something really quickly, like if you wanted to change the color of her shirt or something like that, the select tool is the better option to go. So that is, I guess that is pretty much it. Actually, you know what, let's completely change the style rather than changing the color. Let's try doing that as well. So we're going to go back to variation, and this time I'm just going to use the select tool just to make it quicker. So I'll just select her hair and I'll change it to something like maybe braided hair. I'll do something like that. Okay, so I typed in braided hairstyle, but then I hit the wand tool and it added these brackets to it. I don't know if we really needed to do that, but hey, I'm gonna go ahead with it. I'm gonna leave the denoise strength the same, and we're just going to go ahead and make the change. And here are the new results. Now, since we did use the select tool rather than redrawing everything, you can see that there are going to be a lot of imperfections. You can still see the outline of the original hairstyle, and it looked like it just didn't know what to do over here. But it does have a braided hairstyle around here, so it did create a braided hairstyle. This one actually looks a lot better, you know, of course, except for the outline of the original hair. But that does look really, really good. I might want to do this again just with the mask, just so I can see how it will look with the drawn mask rather than the select tool. But I do really like these hairstyles. These are really, really good. So that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions, anything you want me to try out, just let me know in the comments below, just like this video itself was a request from a comment. So as always, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.